What's up everybody, John from Old Reading Farm here. Thanks for joining us. In today's video, we are going to be building one garden arbor that we're going to use to bring to our show that we have at the end of the month, the end of next month. And so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge because I'm going to try to build them in a way that I can break them down and transport them pretty easily. So we'll see about that. But first, I asked a couple videos ago what you guys wanted to see most on the channel, and a lot of people said animals. So we're going to take some time. We're going to say hello to all the animals today, and also I'm going to bring some of our toll bunt chicks down and put them outside because it's actually warming up and they are fully feathered, so they're ready to go. So take you down and show you around. All right, so on our way down, those are our toll bunt chicks. See, we got a fresh load of pine shavings over here. And we're actually going to take that load of wood chips and spread it out over that way to make another garden here. Catherine has done a lot with this load of compost that we got here, but can always use some more space. So we actually sold one of our alpacas, which was good. You know, obviously we've talked about that before, you know, wanting to make some money with our alpacas, and you know, selling them as livestock is one of those things. So we actually sold, the one that we sold went to a husband and wife team. They were very nice because we ended up with just too many white alpacas. So one of the ones, the one that we sold, was actually having a little bit of trouble. Just, you know, with the number of alpacas that we have, there's a lot of competition over food. And we, for sure, everybody gets enough to eat, but sometimes they fight a little bit over it. And this one was sort of low on the totem pole in terms of competition. So she went to a place where there's only one other alpaca. So there will be no competition for food. They already sent us pictures, and it seems like she is fitting in tremendously. And I think, you know, some animals do better with, you know, less competition, and she was definitely one of them. And you can see the alpacas have noticed the chickens over there. All right, so let's go deposit these chickens and then we'll get to work. All right, so I now have our new toll bunts in here. I was gonna put them in with our other toll bunts, but since they're so small, they would do much better growing up a little bit more first. So our chickens have been doing pretty well. We did a pretty serious coop clean out, and we still need to do a couple of them. We actually even hired a couple kids to help us clean them out, but they just takes a lot of work. Our IM Samanis have like basically stopped laying. I guess they're going through a molt right now. No conspiracy theory or anything like that, just standard molt. Spitz Albans have not started laying yet. And again, these are the toll bunts. But so we have we now have 3 empty coops. So Catherine is looking at filling them. I forget what the chicken names are off the top of my head, so I'll flash a couple pictures up to show you what she's looking for. And also, if you have any suggestions for fun little chicken breeds, she was looking to add a couple bantams. So I know there was a lemon cochin or something like that, and then there was one that looked like it was wearing polka dot pants. I'll throw some pictures up now, but if you have any suggestions, let us know. All right, so this is the original arbor that I made. So we're gonna do 2 things. I'm gonna try to make one basically exactly like this, but I'm also gonna try to make one that's like a post and beam with single beams that I've seen that looks really cool. And I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do first. But so I have milled a whole bunch of wood for this. So I think step 1 is gonna be go through my lumber, see what I got, and then make a decision from there. All right, so since the stuff that I have for the post and beam one was on top of my wood pile over there, I'm gonna start with this. So what I have here, I have 3 2x4s, 3 4x4s, 1, 2, 3, and then I have a 4x6 here. So this is gonna be my top piece. This is gonna be my top beam. These are gonna be my posts, and I'm gonna use that for the feet. So what I'm gonna sort of do here, and also this is all milled lumber. So this is basically, they're actually 4x4s and 4x6. Essentially, this is a little shorter than 6, but these are actually 4 inches by 4 inches as opposed to your normal Home Depot 4x4, which is 3.5 square. So I'm gonna start by setting this up. I think I'll be able, with these 4 pieces of wood, to be able to make the entire thing. I also have some dowels that I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna cut lap joints in these so that, you know, it's not an exact post and beam thing, but I don't think I have the capability of really doing an actual post and beam joinery. But anyway, you'll see what I'm talking about, and hopefully this looks good. I think it will, and I think with these 4 pieces of wood, I can make it happen. Let's see. All right, so what I found is my miter saw can't cut all the way through 4 inches. So I ended up having to turn it a whole bunch of times. So I think I'm gonna have to hand cut these with my circular saw, which is fine. It'll just take, I think, a little bit extra, but I think I'll be able to be more accurate with my cuts. We'll have to see. But so I got the 2 feet cut, and I'm not sure because this one has some bark on it, but I think it'll be okay. Maybe I'll just take that bark off. And I wonder if I should even... Nah, we'll see. I'm gonna work on this. So I'm gonna make the other cuts and make the uprights, and then we'll check in from there. All right, so I've run into some trouble here. So I didn't plan for the lap joints when I cut my beams. So if I cut lap joints in there, it's gonna shrink the overall height. So I don't like that. So I think, and then I was looking at this too, and like, so to do this half lap joint on this, basically I would just be taking out this section here. That'll be too hard, so I think I'm just gonna cut this to be like a pocket so that the 4x4 sits right in there. And then, you know, maybe on the back I'll just put like a little bracket to hold it together on the day. We'll have to see. I'm gonna have to mess around with this a little bit. All right, so I've set my saw depth here so that it's gonna cut actually a little less than I intended, just in case. Because I can always take my chisel and clean it up after that. So then I'm gonna cut straight through this so that there's a little pocket here that the 4x4 sit right in. Well, that's not ideal, but maybe we'll just put that in the back. Let's see how it fits. Oh yeah. Oh, it's perfect. I mean, it looks better on the other side. Just in case you didn't believe me, it looks much better on this side. So there's very little side-to-side wiggle. As you can see, there is a little bit, but I think this will be pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm excited, it actually came out pretty well. Okay, so after a lot of cutting, here's what we ended up with. So this is gonna be the top part, and these are gonna be the feet. So maybe you see now how it's coming together. So I got these. So I'm trying to figure out, because I think I need to get bracing from here to there. So I'll need to figure out something there. Maybe another bit of 4x4 that I have. I'll have to see. But so now I'm gonna dry fit this together and just see how it goes. Right, so this is all dry fit. I think it looks pretty good. It's very, very simple. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a little bracket that I can put right here and then just put a dowel right through the top and right through the bottom to kind of hold it in place. Because again, I want to be able to break this down into just the legs and the top. So I'm gonna see if I can do that, and I'll also sand it, get it smooth and ready to go. All right, so I really didn't like how the top bar looked, so I made a curved one. I think that's gonna look cooler. It's still not quite how I imagined, so I think the next one that I work on will probably be a little bit different, but let me put this one together and see how it comes out. All right, so this is what I ended up with, which I'm not super thrilled about. I think this was sort of a waste of time for today because it does not look good. It does not do anything for me. I hate it. And this weekend has been a real struggle for me. And I was hoping to get like a real nice win out of this, but I have basically just farted around all day and put together nothing, because I was originally gonna have two sides to this, and I mean, maybe this will be okay as a single thing, but it's just boring. There's nothing there. It's really simple, and I don't think anybody's gonna buy it for any significant amount of money, so I hate it. You can all tell me in the comments how much you like it, but I don't like it. The only good thing about it is that it does have dowels in the top so that I can take it off pretty easy, but I'm not very happy with this. So I'm gonna go pout and cry maybe a little bit. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And I promise more animals coming up. Bye.